Hello everyone. Today we shall discuss about transistor. Here you can see some pictures of transistors. You see, here are some pictures of transistor. You see here, these are different types of transistors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are different types of transistor. Now I'll show you some other pictures also. Here you will see various types of transistor which we will discuss later on. And you see here another picture, that is, here you can see the various parts of a transistor. Now the first question is, what is a transistor? That is the first question, right? Let us The first question is, what is a transistor? Question number 1. Question number 1 is, what is a transistor? What is a transistor? A transistor. What is a transistor? The answer to this question is, what is a transistor? A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplify or switch electrical signals and power. We can write, what is a transistor? A transistor a transistor is a semiconductor device. Is a semiconductor. Is a semiconductor. Semiconductor device. A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplify to amplify used to amplify or switch amplify or switch electrical signals and powers. Electrical signals and powers. Electrical signals and powers. It is one of the basic building blocks of modern electronics. It is one of the basic one of the basic it is one of the basic building blocks basic building blocks building blocks of modern electronics of modern building blocks of modern electronics. It is composed of semiconductor material. It is composed of it is composed it is composed of Semiconductor. It is composed of semiconductor. It is composed of semiconductor material. Semiconductor material. Usually, usually with at least, usually with at least three terminals. At least three terminals. Three terminals. At least three terminals for connection. For connection. For connection to an electronic circuit. To an electronic circuit. To an electronic circuit. Our next question is, what are the parts of a transistor? Question number 2, if you write that what are the parts of a transistor, what are the parts? What are the parts of a transistor? Parts of a transistor. What are the parts of a transistor? What are the parts of a transistor? Actually, it has three terminals that carry electrical current and help make a connection to external circuits. Actually, there are three parts. Here you see, one is emitter, the base, and the collector. There are three parts of a transistor. There are three parts, three parts of a transistor, of a transistor, three main parts of a transistor. Number one, there are three main parts of a transistor. Number one, number one is the emitter, the emitter, the emitter, also known as the transistor's negative lead, also known as the transistor's negative lead, transistors negative lead. Number two is the base, which is the terminal that activates the transistor, which is the terminal, which is the terminal, which is the terminal, which is the terminal that which is the terminal that activates the transistor, that activates the transistor, that activates the transistor. And question number 3, and the third part is the collector. The collector, the collector, which is the transistor's positive lead, which is the transistors, which is the transistors, which is the transistors positive lead, positive lead. Now here you see that there are three parts, main parts of a transistor. Number one is the emitter, also known as the transistor's negative lead, the base, which is the terminal that activates the transistor, and the collector, which is the transistor's positive lead. Now if I say what are the various types of transistors, in this video we have only discussed what is a transistors, what are the parts of a transistor, and the types of transistors. If we say what are the types of transistors, we can say there are mainly two types of transistors. One is BJT and FET. BJT means bipolar junction transistors and field effect transistors. And BJT is of two types, PNP transistors and NPN transistors. And FET is of two types, JFET and MOSFET. These are the various types of transistors, right? Let us again repeat what is a transistor. A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplify or switch electrical signals and powers. It is one of the basic building blocks of modern electronics. It is composed of semiconductor material, usually with at least three terminals for connection to an electronic circuit. Now, what are the main parts of a transistor? There are three main parts of a transistor: the emitter, also known as the transistor's negative lead, the base, which is the terminal that activates the transistor, and the collector, which is the transistor's positive lead. Now, what are the various types of transistors? Here you see in this figure that transistors are generally of two types. One is BJT and FET. BJT means bipolar junction transistors and FET field effect transistors. BJT is also divided into two. One is PNP transistors, NPN transistors. And FET is also divided into two, JFET and MOSFET. These are the different types of transistors. Later on, in the next video, we will see how we can recognize whether it is a PNP or NPN transistors. Only we will discuss about BJT transistors in the next video. Dear friends, if you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. Thank you everybody for watching this video.